Now, what is cardio? Why is it important? And what are some of the ways that you can do cardio to be very effective? So, in general, cardio stands for cardiovascular strength. And ultimately, that is just the relationship between the heart and the lungs. So, if the heart is strong, it's going to be able to pump the oxygen that the lungs bring in to all of the muscles of the body. Now, the stronger the lungs are, the more air, the more oxygen that they can get to the heart. The stronger the heart is, the more effective it will be in pumping that blood out to the body. So every time that your heart beats, your heart is pumping that blood out into the body. And every time in between beats, your heart's actually bringing deoxygenated blood back to the lungs to become oxygenated and sent right back out. So the heart is truly this pumping and filling and pulling back in organ that really helps you oxygenate your blood, which will then help stimulate and feed your muscles. You can use oxygen for energy. You can use oxygen for recovery. It can help you get rid of lactic acid that's in the body. Very, very good. Now, a lot of people will also think that cardiovascular work will make you lose weight. So if you're in the group like I was and you're trying to build muscle, you don't necessarily want to lose weight, right? You may want to trim excess fat, but you're not necessarily trying to see that scale drop because you're mentally trying to increase the scale. So how does cardio help you when it comes to muscle building? The challenge with building a muscle is it does have to get stronger. So in order to make it stronger, you have to break it down. That's where our dumbbell strength training work comes in, kettlebell work, all different types. I don't even want to get into the different styles because there's so many different styles, but anything that's going to create and promote the muscle to have to get stronger the next time it comes about that exercise. So that's why we like to use heavier weight or more challenging exercises or more of an endurance style exercise that's going to challenge the muscle more than it's used to be challenged, excuse me. But the thing here is, if the muscle is not getting enough nutrients and not getting enough oxygen in order to continue to be strong and continue to perform, it's not going to perform. So, one of the magic secrets to actually building muscle and getting stronger is making sure that your heart and lung relationship is very strong. The best way that you do that, of course, is going to be doing some type of cardiovascular exercise. Sometimes people will do it in the morning right after waking up. That's called fasted cardio. Some people do it right before a workout to try and stimulate the system and basically get things flowing, get the body nice and warm before training. And then others will do the cardio post workout as a purpose to try and burn over any type of leftover fuel that is still in the system. Either way, no matter how you're doing it, you're forcing your heart and lungs to have to get stronger. Now, again, if you are used to walking every morning, then you're probably going to have to do something that's a little bit more of a stimulation in order to actually get that benefit from the cardio. My point being, we've been walking for most of our lives. So you can't just expect a simple walk to truly stimulate your body. It may get things warm, it may get things flowing, but is it really going to stimulate you to a point where it's challenging you to have to get stronger? That's where we have these machines now that can go faster or that can create more tension or add more weight to your body or make you do more challenging things in a certain amount of time. Like that's the purpose of these different increments, to be able to be able to judge a metric of you getting better. And the way that we're getting better is that you're building more endurance and your muscles getting stronger. Again, the only way that these organs can even work in the first place is they have to be stimulated by oxygen. So that's going to be where the heart and lungs are working together to disperse that oxygen to the rest of the body. So we kind of touched real quick on when to do cardio. Again, if it's bright early in the morning before you put any food in, that's normally referred to as fasted cardio. There are many different perceptions on fasted cardio. So make sure that if you're doing it, it makes sense with your nutrition and your training. There's also doing cardio pre-workout. I don't like doing a lot of cardio pre-workout because I don't want majority of my fuel to be spent on the cardio. I want my fuel to be spent strength training, building muscle. But that's just because that's my personal goal. If your goal is to build muscle, you want to spend a lot of that fuel when you're actually doing the exercises that will build individual muscle. So that would be your strength training. When it comes to post workout, you'll see that many times as well, mainly for people that are looking to burn fat, lose weight, and try to trim any excess carbohydrates or fats or anything they had for the day, trying to get rid of it before bed. All these have their benefits. I won't say one is better than the other, but its effectiveness is completely dependent on your style of training and the food that's going in. Now, those are dependent on your goals. So you should make sure that your goals are written and you're very familiar with what they are before we actually get into programming a specific type of workout. That's going to help you understand what's going to be the best for you when it comes to your food and your nutrition. So that's the same thing, your food, your training, and then most importantly, what we're talking about now, when you might do cardio. I recommend it for everyone that's out there, whether you're trying to lose weight, build muscle, or even just maintain, because it's going to keep that heart and lung relationship really strong.